Attorneys indicate Officer Randall West Kerrick will take the stand in his own defense. We were there today for a final hearing before opening statements Monday. Kerrick is charged with voluntary manslaughter for the shooting death of Jonathan Farrell. Reporter Pamela Escobar is outside the courthouse. So, Pamela, what is the thinking behind putting Kerrick on the stand?
Well, Maureen, today one of Kerrick's lawyers, George Lauren, explained that Kerrick would take the stand to explain what was going on in his mind during that time because no one else can testify to it. I did speak to two lawyers who are not part of this case who explained why Kerrick needs to take the stand and what are the risks.
In this case, the jury will decide if there was excessive force versus self-defense.
You're talking about the defendant's state of mind. Who better to prove the defendant's state of mind than the defendant himself?
James Exum practices criminal law and is not part of this case. He says it's very likely Officer Randall West Kerrick will take the stand in his defense, but there's always a risk.
If Kerrick defers or deviates at all from what he has said previously or from what his attorneys have said, then he may lose credibility with the jury, and that's the risk that's involved.
Well, it's a tremendous risk because he's subjecting himself to cross-examination about what he was thinking, what he was doing, what his training was, why didn't he use a taser, why didn't he use any other type of force other than deadly force, and what exactly was going through his mind.
Lawyer Monroe Whiteside says Kerrick still has his Fifth Amendment right and doesn't have to take the stand, but adds Kerrick will in this case.
And you put him on last. After he's heard all the testimony, if you've heard all the experts, you put him on last because he's the best witness for the defense and the one that, that the jury has to believe if they want to acquit him.
Now, Whiteside's also said that on Monday we'll get a chance to hear or see an outline for this trial because both sides will make those opening statements and reveal exactly what evidence will be laid out before this jury in the coming weeks. Reporting live at the courthouse, Pamela Escobar, WBTV on your side.
Pamela, thank you. And before opening statements begin Monday, Judge Robert Irvin will be expected to rule on the issue of cameras in the courtroom. We, of course, will be there with the best coverage of the Kerrick trial. Tune in Monday and download the WBTV app. There's a special tab where you can find the very latest developments.